Alright, hey guys, so in today's video, I'm actually going to go ahead and talk to you a little bit about my breeding for profit tanks. Now basically, these are just tanks with a whole bunch of fish or shrimp that breed, and then I'm able to go ahead and bring them into like a local fish store or sell them online for a little extra cash. I actually have 3 of these tanks going.
So basically, I'm sorry I'm rich and you're not.
Just kidding, they don't really make that much money, but it is nice to have a little extra cash on the side. Anyway, this is the first tank, and this has fancy guppies, which you can see they're all kind of down here eating on an algae wafer behind that ball of Java moss. And there's also cherry shrimp in here. I normally can get pretty good money for the cherry shrimp as well as the guppies. It depends on where I'm selling them. Cherry shrimp seem to sell a little bit better, but anyway, I keep these tanks heavily planted with either fake plants or real plants right here, and this just provides the baby fish and shrimp a little place to hide so the parents don't eat them. And then of course I have sponges on the intake so like the filter doesn't suck them up. I keep these tanks a little bit warmer than I keep my normal tanks just to make sure that they're always like growing and breeding, because sometimes if the temperature goes too low they'll stop breeding. I feed these tanks a lot, and I also water change them a ton as well just because there is a lot of fish in here. And then I try to keep a few little live plants in each one. This one right here is like a 28-gallon aquarium, and then I'll go ahead and show you my other ones. Here's the next one. This is just a 20-gallon tank run off an air pump that also runs another tank. So this just has a sponge filter, and in here we also have 5 guppies that are for sale currently. They'll be gone pretty soon. And then this tank just pumps out a ton of cherry shrimp, and there's also plecos in here that are sitting on some pleco eggs. So we'll have baby plecos in here soon. Baby plecos, like the little sucker fish, you know what plecos are. Anyway, this tank I'm probably going to move soon, actually move it to a different area and probably rescape it a little bit. I'm going to kind of redo this tank because I don't want the snails in there, and it'll be a good way to get some of the shrimp out as well so they can repopulate. This is my main shrimp tank because I have a ton of shrimp in here that I'm constantly able to like pull out of, and they just keep on going. And then this is the last tank. This is under my 55-gallon tank stand. It's just run by the air pump right there, which also controls the other tank, and then there's a heater in there as well. I have heaters in all these tanks. And in here we just have, like I said, there's a few live plants, there's a few fake plants, and this one is basically all cherry shrimp. Just started this one not too long ago. So this is just another shrimp breeding tank because shrimp do really good for me in my water. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and try to breed a few more of those. But that is pretty much it. I thought I would go ahead and walk you through all of my breeding for profit tanks, kind of explain it to you. So basically once the fish or shrimp breed, I'll go ahead and grow up the fish or the shrimp to sellable size. And then once they're in sellable size, I'll either take them into my local fish store or post them online. If you guys want to see a video on how to ship fish, it's pretty simple. I mean, you just take one of those priority mail boxes, get some styrofoam in there, triple bag the fish, maybe put a heat pack if you need it, and then you can pretty much send them out. There's a lot of videos on how to ship fish, so I didn't feel like it was super important to include in this video. Anyway, basically that's a quick gist on how to sell fish. For breeding fish and shrimp specifically, I'd recommend a sponge filter, a heater set to like 78, 79, and then make sure you have some live plants in there. Feed heavy and do a ton of water changes, and you should be good to go. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much. Goodbye.